Oh, this is Dr. Young, and I'm going to go over your week 1 assignments. So for this week, you have a discussion, a paper, and just post an introduction here. So just make sure to go in here and post your intro. It's pretty self-explanatory. So for your discussion board, we're going to talk about environmental trends. Just want to let you know how discussions work in general as well. You post an initial post that should be 250 to 350 words in length. You need to include one source outside of your textbook. All sources should be formatted in APA style, and the initial post should be posted by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And then you need 2 peer responses. If you want to respond to me, you can. I usually will post random responses to students. You can post 2 to your classmates or 1 to your classmate and 1 to me if you want. I mean, I don't really care about that. I think, that's just my opinion on it. Responses must be substantive and continue learning. Okay, so just ask follow-up questions. Talk about a personal experience that's relevant. Just make sure not to write good job or that's great or whatever to another classmate. I mean, you can include that in there if you like their post, but you need to make sure you offer something that furthers the discussion. An attempt to find a source to support your follow-up responses should be made. And intend to reply to peers earlier in the week so continuous dialogue occurs. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is all reflected here in your rubric. And I'm going to take a look. I want you to take a look at this because I want you to understand. All of these count. This is your rubric, so when I'm clicking on these, I'm looking for all of these accomplished. And it's very specific. In other words, it has to have these 250 words. There has to be 2 follow-up responses. The follow-up responses need to be substantive. They need to be timely. And look here. I think, does it have that in there? Hold on, let me check. The follow-up should post additional questions. Let me just see. I thought one of them had to have a source. Here we go. Initial post. This is basically utilization of course materials and references. So it's going to look for an external source, and if you don't have one, you're going to lose points there. So make sure that you do those things, because it is part of your grade. Alright, anyway, just to make sure you understand that these are all being looked at. Alright, so that's all for that. You also have a paper. Let me go back to that. Here's your individual paper. Basically, for this paper, you're writing a 1-page, 1 to 3 pages. That does not include a title or reference page. Does not include a title or reference page. Make sure that you understand that throughout every assignment written in this class, this is true. So don't hand me a paper that's got, I mean, if you can answer these in 1 page, because some people are very concise but to the point, but get to the point. I mean, you could get a good grade, but most of the time you don't if it's that short. I would just, don't worry about this as much as, can you define human resource management? How do you define that? It's a broad term. There's many facets of HR management, many areas, many functions. How has it changed over the years? Many changes that you could talk about. Identify the importance of HR functions to the organization. So, again, each function, there's several functions. So you could definitely get more than a page out of that. Everything's in APA format in this class. Make sure you're familiar with that. If you're not, I can help you with references on that. Actually, let's just go there now. This is the best one, I think. Whoops. I might have already put, I don't know if I've already done this, but no, I don't think I have for this class. So I'm probably going to do it more than once. I'll remind you of this several times because it's important and it's a good resource. I'm sorry. Excuse me. APA format style guide. There's many resources here as far as what specifically you need to cite. There's templates. There's examples. For example, if you want to reference an electronic source, I'm going to go there. And when I click on that, I get many examples. Here's one, a template and an example. They're all over this page. So just use this. There's also a sample paper if you like that better. Look here, there's a sample paper. You can model your papers after this. And it has everything, all the way it should look. Appendices, reference page, which is right here. In-text citations, headings, everything. So anyway, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'll be happy to assist you. I look forward to talking with you, speaking with you all on the discussion threads each week, which we will have one every week. And I hope you find this class interesting and useful to you in your career. Thank you very much and have a great evening.